I am a hearse driver, responsible for transporting bodies to the crematorium. One night, while driving, I suddenly heard a voice from the back seat. "Where are we going?" But at that moment, there was only me and the corpse in the car. I thought I was encountering something supernatural. But then the dead woman began to tell me the truth about her death and asked me to avenge her. Through the rearview mirror, I saw a shadowy figure suddenly sit up. She had died by jumping from the 24th floor, supposedly due to postpartum depression. Her head completely shattered. Even after being meticulously prepared for the funeral, she still looked terrifying. Her eyes bulging out, staring straight at me. I tried to stay calm and promised her that I would take her home. Once a hearse starts rolling, you must never turn back, or disaster will follow. Fortunately, she didn't suspect anything and even nodded. "Driver, can you take me for a little detour? I'm not ready to go home yet." The windows were sealed with white paper. She stepped down from the stretcher and sat in the seat reserved for family members. "Driver, can't this window open?" I slowed down, glanced at her from the corner of my eye and replied, "It's broken and hasn't been fixed yet. Please don't try to open it, or you'll break the seal." She seemed gentle, just sat quietly for a while. I finally cleared my throat and asked, "Why don't you want to go home?" She began to tell her story. Her husband was always busy, leaving her alone to feed the baby, change diapers, take the child for vaccinations, and shop for groceries. She hadn't slept through the night in ages. She sounded like a woman filled with resentment, as if she hadn't spoken to anyone in a long time. She confessed, "I know I shouldn't blame my husband, but I really couldn't take it anymore." As the crematorium gates came into view, I tried to comfort her. Maybe it was just too much pressure. Suddenly, she looked up and asked, "Where's my child? I should be at home taking care of her. Why am I out here alone? Where's my baby? What is this place?" She used her broken finger to scratch at the white paper on the window. At that moment, the car turned into the crematorium gate. Fearing she'd see outside, I quickly pulled the curtain down as soon as the car stopped. I gripped the red thread in my hand tightly, but when I looked up at the stretcher, the body was still lying there, covered neatly with a white cloth, unmoved. Maybe I was just seeing things. I hurried out to find someone to help move the body. Inside, a staff member wearing a mask rushed over, looking apologetic. "Sorry, driver, there's a power outage. The furnace isn't working yet. Please wait a bit." He hurried away. The victim's family was making a fuss in the other hall, and the air inside was stifling. I went back to the car, intending to play some military music to calm my nerves, when that voice spoke up again from behind me. "Driver, did I doze off just now?" Her makeup had faded, revealing bruises from the fall. In this line of work, you sometimes encounter things you can't explain. I gripped the red thread tighter, the one I got from a Taoist named Wang, said to ward off evil. She kept talking. "Being alone with a child for so long, sometimes you don't even know when you've fallen asleep." Where was I? I didn't answer in the mirror. Her face was stiff, as if she didn't even realize anything was wrong. "Driver, are you playing with your phone?" Since I had my baby, I rarely touched my phone. I used to record videos to send to my husband last night. I filmed one for my daughter. She was crying for milk, so I went to the kitchen to make her a bottle. I happened to look down from the balcony and saw my husband standing by the car, kissing strange woman. Her fingers dug into her palms until they bled. I was at home, soothing our child, and he was out kissing someone else. I immediately recorded it as evidence. When he got home, I confronted him, keeping the camera rolling, but he denied everything, said I was imagining things. I pointed to the balcony right there. That's where it happened. She grew more agitated while I clung to the red thread, trying to steady myself. But then, he suddenly pushed me off the balcony. My apartment was on the 24th floor. As I fell, I heard my daughter crying, I'm dead, aren't I?" She glared at me through the mirror, her eyes full of hatred. "I'm dead, right?" I didn't know how to answer. Cold sweat soaked my back. She leaned closer, her voice harsh. "I want revenge. There's a video on my phone of Victor pushing me. Please, driver, give it to the police. Tell them. My name is Anna. I want Victor to pay for what he's done." Her words echoed in my mind. I want Victor to pay for what he's done. I jolted awake as a funeral home worker approached driver. "Sorry for the wait. The power's back. Let's move the body." The wind blew the shroud off the corpse, exposing the woman's eyes, staring straight at me. I swallowed hard, trying to stay calm. After all, I was just a hearse driver. How could I possibly get that video? This was beyond me. The hearse was cold and gloomy. I stepped outside for air and happened to see a man smoking, speaking softly on the phone. "I promised you, didn't I? It'll all be over soon. I'll take the child away. Don't you trust me? I promise." Inside a funeral home, I heard someone call Victor's name. Startled, I glanced over. It was the man on the phone. He stubbed out his cigarette. All right. Anna's about to be brought out. I'll get the urn and call you back." He turned to leave. I called out, "Wait," immediately regretting it. After all, I didn't know him. Victor stopped. "What is it?" I stammered. "I lost my phone. Could I borrow yours to make a call?" He hesitated, but I gestured urgently. "Just a quick call, I promise." He handed me his phone. "Fine, but make it quick." I quickly searched his contacts for Anna's number and jotted it down, not daring to linger. After returning his phone, I wondered, what good is Anna's number? How could I possibly get the incriminating video? After Anna's funeral, I stopped by a roadside noodle shop. An insurance agent approached, offering a policy with a $5 million payout. Seeing the number on the form, a bold idea struck me.